Racing is on hold, obviously. It's January, and there's not much going on. We're going to move on now to do the top 6 most intriguing international police cars.
There you go.
And I've had a preview of this, and I will tell you that I am going, oh my gosh, yeah. So
Well, it's today's police cars are becoming more moving fortresses on wheels. Many are big, tough-looking sport utility vehicles, push bars, front grills, kind of high-tech equipment inside. Although modern police cruisers are undoubtedly efficient, powerful, and fast, they lack the cool factor. So we're going to take a look at 6 of these. The first one is the Citroën SM Jardamir. One of the Jardam is the police. Jardamir is the car. One of the coolest looking, most exclusive Citroën cars was the gorgeous SM. It was introduced in 1970. This elegant coupe had some interesting features, and when Citroën presented it, made the competition look and feel outdated and old. The aesthetics were clearly French: hydro-pneumatic, self-leveling suspension, front-wheel drive, all those goodies. But instead of an underpowered 4-cylinder engine, it had a 2.7-liter V6 Maserati motor.
Ooh.
Yeah, it proved enough power for lively performance. The gendarmerie chose this car because it could cruise at high speeds necessarily for catching criminals who, as we all know, the French would surrender.
Oh, ba-dum-ching. Where's the
Okay,
rim
the
shot?
next one is the AMC Javelin AMX. Today's law enforcement agencies use various vehicles in their patrol duties, but back in the day, those original muscle car police cruisers were big and slow sedans. Detroit was producing fast cars capable of achieving high speeds and outrunning the police, but the cops still used large, heavy 4-door automobiles. So, in 1971, Alabama state troopers saw the need for a fast, capable patrol car that could chase the suspects. Cars also needed a regular police component, enough space for 2 officers and their gear. After a short search, they decided to purchase the AMC Javelin AMX with a 401 V8 engine delivering 335 horsepower.
nice.
Yep. The next one on our international list is the VW Beetle. It's the most definitive cars of the 20th century. Since over 22 million of them were sold, it's logical that people used it for numerous purposes. One of them was a police car. In Germany and many other European countries, the VW Beetle had a legitimate patrol car for many years.
I like the color scheme.
Yeah, it's a nice, and Polizia.
Polizia.
Pizza. It may not have won any high-speed pursuits or proven itself on the
Clear-
Autobahn.
Clearly not.
But for patrol work in the cities and the little hamlets and things, it was great for an urban police car. The Beetle was more than appropriate. It also had no doubt as an iconic, intriguing one. Yeah. So our next one here is the Tatra 603. The Tatra company is one of the more interesting Eastern European car companies, but most unique of the vehicles was the T603. They introduced this vehicle in 1956.
God, is that ugly.
Yeah, it featured a strange egg-shaped design that was aerodynamic. Behind the passenger compartment, there was a 2.5-liter V8 engine producing around, guess it, 100 horsepower. It was enough for respectable performance, numbers of solid cruising speeds. The Tatra T603 was a luxury car that exported limited numbers to the communist countries on selected Western markets. They produced about 20,000 of these units. It also was introduced into the Czechoslovakian market.
Looks like a cab.
Yeah, and it was a police car over there in
Sponsored by
Czechoslovakia.
V8 Juice.
V8 Juice, or no, I think it's a VB. That's
Whatever.
very, very bold.
Verboten.
There you go. Okay, so the fifth one on our list here, if I can get it going,
There it
is the Japanese police Mustang Mach-1. The Mustang entered the police forces all over America in the 80s and presented the SSP package. However, the Japanese police forces used the Mustang long before the American colleagues did. In 1973, the Mustang Mach-1 joined the Tokyo police as the speed chase car. Back in those days, most Japanese cars were compact and slow, so the mighty Mustang Mach-1 had no problems outrunning anything on the road. We chase you long time. That's what their motto was.
Is that politically correct?
I don't know, but we just used it. And last one, the crowning achievement would be the Ford Crown Victoria. The Ford Panther platform is one of the longest serving platforms in the car industry. They first used it in 1978 and it served until 2011, underpinning many models like the Ford Crown Victoria, Mercury Grand Marquis, and the Lincoln Town Car.
The Marquis.
Marquis. The chassis proved sturdy and durable in extreme conditions, so it was the perfect base for many police cars. The Crown Vic was the favorite of American law enforcement agencies from the 80s to recently, just not very long ago, a few years ago. So there you have it.
And remember, here in Houston, Johnny Clevenhagen, who was the sheriff at the time, was kind of one of the leaders in a cooperation with General Motors of introducing the Camaro police car. They also had an Oldsmobile Quad 442 as a police car, which I thought for the sheriff's department.
Thank you both. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show is available 24/7 through the iHeart Radio app. Just look for In Wheel Time Car Talk. We also video stream on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. And podcasts are available at your fingertips on over a dozen of the most popular podcast outlets around. And the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues right after this quick break.